June 16th, 2016, Harmon Valley Fire Hall. Just gonna give you a tour and see what's inside here. Get out of the rain. Director of Protective Services, Dave LeBlanc. Okay, Dave.
Hey, welcome to our Harmon Valley Fire Hall, Hall 3 of 3 halls that we have here in the county. This here pumper is a pumper which was specifically designed for Harmon Valley to fit in the hall. So it's a bit shorter than most fire trucks, but it's a lot taller, as you can see, and it's a 4-wheel drive unit. So inside here is the driver's officer's seats. So it has a full self-contained breathing apparatus for the fire officer. Has a monitor on the front of the truck so they can operate from inside. And here we have the seating areas for the firefighters. 3 firefighters can fit in here. You can see it has the EMR kit inside here, and full self-contained breathing apparatus, everything for PPE. Over here we have the Jaws of Life. So each fire hall has a full set of cutters, ram, and we'll show you the Jaws of Life is over here with all the extrication equipment is here for them to extricate patients. This cabinet here holds a couple shovels and a fall arrest bag, like all halls have a fall arrest system. This is blocking for, again, for vehicle extrication. Here's the Jaws of Life. A little bit heavier duty type system here because we have a lot of tankers in the area. We needed a bigger set to get through that type of steel. If you go around to the back of the vehicle, this here is the pump compartment. Here's where the wildland, some of the wildland first response stuff is held here. So we got some Wajax bags, hose, some fittings here, all the wildland fittings that you need to do first response wildland. Again, here we have in each hall is traffic bags. So each truck has 2 traffic bags, so you can have members separate safely and be able to communicate back and forth and set up cones.
For traffic control.
For traffic control. In here we have a full tool kit, as well as we have 3 axes on this unit here. There's an axe here, 2 Pulaskis for wildland here, stored here. Of course, blankets, etc. that you would normally see. We have an extension cord reel. The reason we have that is because there's a 6,000 watt generator on this unit here that we had installed. You can power actually a small house with this. This also powers the 2 telelights, which is an LED. They're about 500 watts a piece here. And these telelights are nice and easy for the firefighters to use. You can just move them up like that and then bring them back down, and you have an illuminated area.
Good.
The tanker. So this tanker is exactly the same as the one in Nampa. So we have all the fittings that you need here for hydrants and etc. for hooking up to whatever you need to hook up to. You can fit 3 people in this truck. So inside here we have seating for 3 if needed.
Good.
We have it modified, and this was actually modified so that we could. So here we have our dump tank. We had these built so that we can actually have more fire hose on this. This is actually a pumper tank, like a fire truck as well. This has more water on it, so you can take these hoses out, hook up to here. It also has a booster line on this side where you could do a structure fire with it. And the booster line is on this side here. So see this booster line here, so the firefighters even have to take out any hose. This reels right out. You can see there's some wildland stuff here. There's shovels and rakes and another fire axe here. So each truck has essentially the same thing. So 2 rakes, shovel, axe, and you see some more wildland type hose that we have on each tanker to assist if we need it.
Okay.
Over here, this is the water line that the county brought in. The firefighters used to have to fill outside in the winter, and they had a cistern in the back. So this building was supplied by a cistern which had to be filled every so often. So we decided to bring in water. So now they just hook into this line in the warmth, and they can fill the trucks right from inside the hall.
Excellent.
Here's the firefighter area here. The association wanted to bring some like a pool table and stuff in, so we allowed some of the training area to be used up for some fun stuff. And so then it was requested that some curtains be brought in, so when they're washing the trucks, the association pool table wouldn't get wet.
Good.
This is the fire gear here. So these are the standard coveralls that all halls get. This is the new stuff here, which has the new striping. You can see the new leather boots that firefighters have. Generally, this equipment's put together a little differently, where the pants are in with the boots and the coats are all ready to go, so it's for quicker response. So this gear is not quite ready for that. And you can see it's all the gear is the same. We'll see it, the overalls, coveralls, helmets. Everybody has balaclavas. Again, this is the newer stuff that's being phased in after this stuff becomes no longer acceptable. And this was especially brought in for Aaron. He's a taller guy, so this is special gear for him. Look at him. You can see it's the same kind of stuff, just a different color. Brand new. In-floor heating system, which we had was broken. We had fixed up and it's maintained.
Good.
If you go over here, brought in a new washing machine to clean the gear.
Good.
Power washer, $2,000 power washer. They had an old gas-powered power washer here, which was a hazard for firefighters in a closed environment from the carbon monoxide and exhaust. So the district chief and I went out and picked this one out and brought it into the hall.
Good.
Over here you'll see we have the iPad. For each hall has an iPad for doing officer reports, and we have now 3 radios. We added a radio to this hall, so firefighters can take these radios when they hop on the truck and have communication.
Good.
All the floors have been painted and given stripes, so it makes it easier for firefighters to back in. And we also painted all the stairs, and the upstairs have been painted as well. Here, you'll see each fire hall was installed was a status board. So on here you have your attendance, what level of training that you have, and which some of the stuff you're missing, mapping of your area, and then we have the job performance hands-on stuff that we do, and you get signed off on.
Good.
This is the this is the upstairs. So we have in here some chairs that we purchased, because previously they were using these plastic chairs. Here, very uncomfortable.
Good.
Each fire hall has an active member status board on it, and that was added to each hall.
Good.
And you can see here we added a whiteboard and projector screen, so we can do training at each hall. County health and safety plan. You can see numerous awards given to each member as per same halls, and certificates that are displayed there. And this is kind of an overview here of the trucks. It's a really nicely set up where you can see everything. And that's our Harmon Valley Fire Hall.
Good.
So to continue on from the upstairs, this is a bay that was added on to the fire hall from the existing one. This here we use for training, and we use this to house our 8-passenger support unit. That support unit's used for command and for rehab, things like that. It's currently in the shop, but that's parked in here and ready to respond.
Good.
I don't know. So this is the last thing that we want to show you. Back here, this is where the cistern used to be, where the water was supplied for the fire hall, and people were using it as a bathroom back here. It was kind of some concerns for health and safety, so we invested into fencing the back and locking the back area up so people could not have access to this prior to us putting water to the building.
Good. Nampa Fire Hall. We share this building with the Village of Nampa. The Public Works Shop is at the back. front. Okay.
Welcome to Hall 2. This is the Napa Fire Hall, Hall 2 of 3 fire halls in the county. This is our newest unit. This is a wildland rescue unit, which is stationed here. And inside this unit will hold 4 firefighters. The front of the vehicle here, where we have the officer sits and the driver, as well as the back of the unit, which has a self-contained breathing apparatus for the firefighters. And one of the neat things about all our trucks is we have generators on them, which provide power that you need on scene. And the tail lights here, you can see, are easy to put up and put down. No tripping hazards. They're right in the truck, which makes it nice and easy and accessible for firefighters. Here, each unit also has the Jaws of Life. This is the pump for the Jaws. Again, a toolbox. We have the reel for the power, which comes off the generator off this truck. We have cribbing here for vehicle extrication to stabilize the vehicles. In the back here is the pump, because we do wildland. This can do wildland response. We have the pump here. One firefighter can operate it. Shovels are all stored, and rakes and things like that are stored at the top. On this side of the unit, we have our EMR kit. So each hall has an EMR kit on it with oxygen, with some spare gear up here for medical response. Like all halls, each halls have 2 traffic bags, so the firefighters can take with the traffic stuff and go. The traffic control. This is where we store the Jaws of Life on this particular truck. So again, axes, various types of tools needed. On this side, you have each hall has the same, the ram, the cutters, and the Jaws of Life, which is in here. Kind of hard to see. On this side here is our tanker. This tanker is the same tanker as in Hall 3 in Harmon Valley. We want to try and keep the trucks all the same, so that a firefighter from any hall can operate any of the trucks in the county. This one also can sit 3 people. Also has a booster reel. And like any other truck, has the wildland gear here for quick response. On this side, we have a cabinet with the hydrant fittings. It's all exactly the same on each truck.
Good.
Another new fire truck that we just had brought in last year. This is the new pumper. It seats 5 firefighters, again with all the self-contained breathing apparatus. Even the officer has one.
Good.
In here we have traffic stuff, traffic bags again, like on each truck. Toolbox, ropes. On this truck here, there's some spill containment for some spills that you might see on scene. Here, shovels, extra hose, fall protection bag. Like each hall has a fall protection bag here. That's there. Some extra blankets and all the fittings, nozzles that they need.
Good.
If we go back over here, we can see where the firefighters gear up. This is kind of how we like to see the gear. It's a little easier. It's quicker for quicker response. Firefighter just jumps in the boots, put the pants on, jacket, and you respond fairly quickly. And you can see the coveralls are the same throughout the halls, the new standard coveralls. Some of the firefighters, some of the gear is still in great shape, so we only change it out when it's ripped or doesn't meet the testing, the vapor barrier testing and things like that. You can see the helmets and all the gear. Over here, you can see truck checks are done here. Mapping, maps. All the halls have maps.
And show your page out system here, what you got here.
So this is, we have internet at Hall 1 and Hall 2 where we can have a paging system. It's all done from the cell phone now, so we get paged out. The firefighters get the call. Not only that, you can see that all fire courses and up and coming training will be posted in the top right hand corner. So we have first aid coming up at the end of the month, and then they can let us know if they would like to attend that practice. And I'll just give you an example here. You can see on the screen now responding. An officer or any firefighter can see this from their cell phone or iPad, and when they walk into the hall, that will be displayed and show how many firefighters are coming to the hall and when they'll be here. This gives you time.
And that's right on your app on your phone. There.
It's all right on the phone, yeah.
And all firefighters have
Every
it.
firefighter has it. So you can see we have all 3 fire halls. So if I go to Harmon Valley, I can show who's responding and who's coming, things like that.
Good communication tool.
Yeah, it's good. Classroom area here. Again, very similar. We have the board here, which we display. We display the training. So this is the hands-on stuff that we have to do every 2 years to get signed off on. Everybody's training, so they can see what they need, what they don't need. Attendance. It's all here. Special notes, again, mapping. It's all the same. Here you can see we have this one has to be updated, but we have a fire active members board at each hall. Screen. We had new tables and chairs brought in 2 years ago. At this particular hall, you'll see we have a sink here. We have the iPad. So each hall has one of those, and the status board.
Good.
Bathrooms over here. It's a shared bathroom.
Yeah, just get an idea of the scope of the hall in here. So there's
Here's the public works.
mechanical room, washroom,
Yeah.
public works,
So
half over there.
this was completely redone in 2010. We had the tile done, brought in washer dryers, redid all this here,
Good.
and that's.
So here's it all our fire hall. And new construction going on right now for the new garage next to it. It's going to house some search and rescue equipment and the wildfire response unit. Thanks, buddy. Okay.
Hi, welcome to Hall 1. This is the final hall of the 3 fire halls within the county, Surrey County, stationed here in St. Isidore, Alberta. Like the other halls, we have the pumper, tanker, and the rescue truck. This is a wildland rescue unit, which seats 4 members with self-contained breathing apparatus
Good.
equipped. This one also, like all the other halls, have the jaws of life, ram, and cutters,
Yep.
tools, all the same. We have cribbing here for vehicle electrification, stabilization. Again, this truck has a generator on it, which allows us to power up and run telelights, which we had installed on each truck. For ease of use, you hit a button, bring up the light, and you have your scene illuminated, no tripping hazards because it's right on the truck. Again, the EMR kit stored in the same spot. Our wildland suppression pump. One firefighter can use it for quick response. On this truck, we have our high angle and slope rescue equipment, ready to respond anywhere in the county. Shovels and rakes and brooms. Again, the traffic bags, which you found on each truck, as well as the fall arrest stuff is here, and rehab. The firefighter gear rack. This is where the gear is stored here for the firefighters, and the same type of coveralls and jackets you see at each hall, with the exception of some of the new stuff, which we're phasing out. We're phasing in this new stuff as old stuff becomes not acceptable anymore. This is the storage room where we gear up all firefighters come to hall 1, and we have all the stuff here where we can gear up everybody and make sure they have proper protection. This is our pumper for St. Isidore. You can see here various types of cabinets will house different fittings. This one here has a generator on it as well, and some cord reels. This unit will hold 5 firefighters with full self-contained breathing apparatus, as well as the officer, to respond to structure fires anywhere in the county.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this hall, we house all the extra firefighting foam, which gets distributed to each hall. We can use it in the event of a large-scale industrial fire. This cabinet here, like the other trucks, house just various fittings and hydrant connections, things like that. Fall protection, rehab bag, keep the drinks cold. And, we have a radio docking station in this particular unit.
Mm-hmm.
Over here is our self-contained breathing apparatus. We fill up all the breathing apparatus for the county here. It's all kept in one spot, certified. We also have the training to service any broken equipment.
Mm-hmm.
This is the tanker over here. 3,000 gallon tanker. It's all for water haul.
Good.
This is the hose tower where you can hang the hose to dry and do high angle rescue operations. Show you the classroom now. The classroom down the hallway here. You can see there's mapping. Like at all halls, we have the maps all available to firefighters, showing the response areas.
Mm-hmm.
Regional classroom. So we do fire training. We rotate at each hall and do training, and then each hall at the end of the month does their own in-house stuff. This is also for regional training for other fire departments in the region that can come and take training with us. This is the active member board. It's very similar to what you see at each hall. Again, your attendance sheets. Everybody knows their training levels, mapping. In this particular hall, we have a full kitchen. This is the hall where the Director of Protective Services and Deputy Chief are stationed out of full time. And because we operate regional training here, we have the means to feed the firefighters. We have 2 offices. This is Julian and Simon's office here, where he does all his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then my office is here, where I normally.
Good. You can go check out upstairs.
Sure. Upstairs is the association area. So upstairs here, you'll see this is where the association has all their stuff. So the money that they get from fire practices, they put back into games or back into firefighters in the way of jackets, or hats. So this is what the association set up.
Good.
You can see an overview of the fire hall over the edge here. You'll see it overlooks the bays.
Good.
And that's our fire hall. Fire hall 1. settings or